Go. Say fucking start a game.
TJ Weber.
I am him.
Get your ass on the air and let's pick something.
Big Web.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel.
Zach Zook.
Yeah, my pick's a bit shit this year.
Changing it. Oh, he's taking it off. Nick Yale. From the...
What's up, everybody? Welcome into this edition of From the 50. We are live from the St. Louis, Missouri studios here for week number 4 of the NFL. We have me, TJ Weber, back in studio once again. Appreciate everybody watching last week. While we were on StreamYard, I was in San Francisco, wasn't able to host the show, but I'm glad Zook did a great job. We have Big Web over to my right. Big Web, how are you, sir? Good to see you.
Doing great, man. Doing great. Big day, buddy. This is when we turn it all around right here.
You need a turnaround. I'll be honest. You kind of need one.
Buddy,
Don't call me buddy.
TJ, my son.
Yes.
I tell you what, we dug up a guy by the name of Willie the Wizard.
Wow.
To solve
You dug him up, so you killed the gentleman before?
We brought him up from the south.
All right.
He's on property.
Okay.
And he has worked up a concoction.
All right.
He's a wizard. He can fix things.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you know, but there's been a spell on Big Web of the
Everybody
NFL.
knows that. That's for
right.
sure.
So we've had a tough 3 weeks, but the wizard is going to be here, and he's going to make up a concoction, solve all of our problems, and from today on, we have better picks, improved picks. They're going to happen, Nick. They're going to happen today.
Nick, do you believe this?
I bet. No, they're not going to happen.
Dude.
It's just might not be your year, Big Web. That's what we're coming down to.
That's the truth, though.
We can say that September was not my month, but Willie the Wizard, brought up from the deep south, is going to solve all.
I don't know if Willie the Wizard is the answer to all your problems, but
well, Nick,
whatever gets the job done for you.
The proof is in the pudding, baby.
We'll see.
We will see about that. You guys can get involved here on YouTube if you're watching on the From the 50 YouTube channel. Please hit the subscribe button. If you're on TikTok, please go ahead and jump into the conversation. We are live all the way up until kickoff. We can answer your fantasy questions. We can talk bets. We can talk about whatever you guys want to talk about in the football world. Before we get into the NFL, because this is an NFL show, holy shit, did you guys see the fucking Alabama-Georgia game last night?
Yes.
Unbelievable.
Probably one of the greatest games of football I've ever seen in my entire life. I mean, Big Web, did you watch the whole thing, and did you tune out?
I tuned out, but I saw half of it. I saw half of it.
The first half of it?
First half of it.
So you missed that?
I missed the Georgia comeback. I heard about it later, but I missed the Georgia comeback.
You missed the best part.
That's literally the best part.
All right, I'll tune in. It's all good. I was still pissed off. Boston College went down to a fucking knee at noon. So anyway.
Okay. Honestly, though, I was wondering, Nick, how many boyfriends / husbands got pulled away from movie night because they were watching Alabama Georgia, and the wife goes, "Hey, this is 30-7. Let's watch Gossip Girl or some shit."
Oh,
and they fucking move over and they miss probably the greatest fourth quarter in football history that I've seen. I mean, besides 28-3, that was pretty awesome.
Well, TJ, I was in a predicament because here at Book It Sports, we all share the Book It Sports YouTube TV, and there's only a maximum amount of TVs that can be watching at once. So after halftime, I guess somebody else turned their TV on. I got kicked off, so I was scorebox watching on my phone throughout the third quarter, and the fourth quarter came along. Once they started driving, I had to flip it on my phone and catch the end of that game. But Ryan Williams, 17 years old.
17-year-old freshman, Big Web. Made one of the greatest plays I've seen.
I saw the move. He went in and he came back out and made two guys crash into each other.
Spinorama was sick.
Two Georgia DBs collide, and these Georgia players, these guys are NFL, first rounders here. Just put those Georgia players right into each other and then tiptoes down the sideline for the touchdown. Unbelievable.
He put on the brakes big time. I did see that on SportsCenter.
That was pretty sick. Yeah. But anyway, I mean, the sequence that happened between Georgia coming back throwing that 60-yard bomb to go up by 1, and then the very next fucking play, 75-yard pass. I mean, it was
the entire Georgia comeback. They were down 4 touchdowns, at halftime it was. So, and that field goal almost ended up costing Alabama there that they didn't take on 4th and 1 earlier in the game. Luckily, it didn't matter because they ended up winning by a touchdown. But for Georgia to come all the way back after being down alone and get that lead there in the fourth quarter was nuts.
Guess what your boy did? Your boy put $5 on Georgia plus 1,700 when they were down 30-7. It's only $5, but I did it because I had another parlay going with the over that was looking great. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna say I got $5 to throw out plus 1,700. Let's see if the Bulldogs come back, and fucking they did. I was going insane.
Money
and then
line?
money
But
line.
they would have had to win the game then.
They had to win the game. Money line was like plus 1,700. $5 would have paid. Do the math. It was like $95 or something.
Hey, still better than poking the eye.
No, it was like $95.
Was it?
Yeah. But it was. I mean, I'll take it. It was 17. No, it wasn't. Whatever the fuck it was. It was high odds. It was
You
high
felt
odds.
it coming, huh?
I did. Well, I didn't feel it coming. It was more like this is one of the greatest college football teams. I got to take a shot here plus 1,700.
Yeah, sure.
So I did.
Of course,
You know
it's
what I mean?
pretty smart. I mean, he's
For
one of the best.
$5, especially when you had another parlay rolling, which didn't fucking hit, by the way. Shout out Utah. But yeah, Big Web understands with that.
Utah
Brutal.
and
All
feather
I
me.
know-
Yeah.
All I know, TJ, is that when the Missouri Tigers go into Alabama and
There he goes.
Tuscaloosa,
All right.
Jalen Milroe might hang 50 on us.
Wow. Yeah, I could see that.
One, we are going to get our absolute cheeks blown out in
Okay,
that game.
clip that.
Cheeks.
You like
blown
that, Big Web? Cheeks?
out. I don't like
cheeks
that
blown
one.
out?
No, it's not
Final
my
score
favorite.
prediction 45-6.
No. Missouri's not going to be held to 6. I'll bet you a milkshake on that one.
MIZ. Hey, Big Web, usually your milkshake bets,
Watch
a
Vanderbilt
lot of
game,
bets
you'll
in
take
general
it.
haven't been going well. Let's go to the bet wall. I don't know if you guys can read the ones. My handwriting's terrible. I think I see one that says, TJ makes breakfast with an L. Big Web brings TJ breakfast with a dub or with an L. That was Atlanta against the Philadelphia Eagles, I believe. Big Web, who ended up winning that game?
Atlanta.
Thank you. So I'd like, I don't know, I think a nice brunch. You know, there's a nice place in St. Louis. They got great bottomless mimosas for like $30 each. I think we should take a little stride over there maybe.
I think Big
Willie
Web
the
should
Wizard's coming
cook
today.
you breakfast. I think Big Web should cook you breakfast.
Oh, you gonna cook
We
me
got-
a
I've
breakfast?
done
we
that
got-
before. He likes my breakfast. We can do that.
Yeah,
he don't even know how to
let's
work
go.
the stove.
That's
Let's
okay.
go over to Big
I
Web's
know
house.
you take the
when I
directions
come
out
home,
of the
I'm gonna
oven.
be home. I think I'm gonna be home for 2 shows over Thanksgiving, the whole week. So I'll
Is that
come
right?
See,
over.
right there in those words, a man is saying that this is his home. Did you hear that?
Yeah, I like that.
I'll be home. Not Dallas home.
I'll be
I'm
home for
breakfast.
Christmas.
I'll be home for breakfast.
Yeah.
It's my grandma's grandma Yale's
Your
90th
grandma's
birthday.
grandma. My God, we're getting deep on that one.
Yeah, we are.
Deep,
Yeah,
deep,
grandma's
deep. So I'm
grandma.
gonna come home for that birthday for a birthday party. I think so. That'll
There
be
you go.
Happy birthday, Grandma Yale.
a whole week.
Speaking of bad bets by Big Web, I like to take a look at the bet wall one more time. There's one to the far right, and this is also for you, Nick. I bet you guys 3-1 odds for me that Steelers would have a better record than the Bears. $20 bet. Looking pretty good right now, I'll be honest, through
It's
4
early.
weeks.
It's
you bet
early
us
on
that?
one.
I bet you don't remember that. That's why I write it down. I got clips too, bro.
That's tough.
They're gonna need some offense.
Yeah, that one's
eventually.
not looking great.
Yeah, nice $60 from both of y'all if that one comes through. Justin Fields is the guy. I also in that clip said Justin Fields is going to be the starter. You guys didn't believe me. Bam. Just saying. Bam.
All right.
Big Web, bam.
Speaking of Bam, how come when you get on the bet wall, you don't even go to the left, the $50,000 whammy?
It's right on the screen. Everybody can read it still.
Ladies and gentlemen, cast your eyes to the left, where you can see that we are in play.
The Bears, you're in play with the Dolphins right now. Look at Big Web. Do you know who their quarterback's gone? They got nothing. The Bears are done. The Bears suck. Caleb Williams sucks. Let me tell you right now.
He doesn't like the
I
rush.
don't know
He
if
doesn't like
that's
the rush
true.
so far.
I don't know if that's true. Caleb Williams' offensive line sucks.
Yes.
Specifically, the interior
Would
offensive
you,
line.
okay,
That's the difference in the two rookie quarterbacks right there. One of them's
Here
got
we go. Here we go.
He doesn't have time.
He didn't have time. When he does, he still throws terrible passes. Can we agree on that?
Caleb
They go
Williams is not a bad
together.
quarterback. He's got 2 seconds to throw.
Okay, I don't know. Okay, fine. Put him against behind the greatest offensive line of all time. I'm not saying he's not going to be good in general. I'm saying this year, right now, he's still not good. Period. And that's
Hey,
I
he's
don't
a
care,
rookie.
Lions fan or not. That's just the truth.
You're gonna have the adjustments. He's learning, of course, as any rookie quarterback does when they first come into the league.
Oh,
Although I
here we
will
go.
say, Jaden Daniels as a rookie quarterback looks awesome.
Yeah,
He's
but-
going to say Chase Daniels sometime in the next 2 sentences.
yeah, I can see that.
No.
He's no Drew Lock though. Let me tell you, that's what I was waiting for.
We're waiting, man. We're waiting. There was a burner account this week that said the Giants were making a move to bench Daniel Jones for Drew Lock. I still think that happens by midseason.
Well, Malik Neighbors might save his job at the
Dude,
moment.
he is insane. Talk about
Unbelievable. Great
talk
pickup
about
by me.
unbelievable
and
wide
Dynasty.
receivers.
Yeah, absolutely.
Malik Neighbors. Yeah, you and me are playing each other this week in our league.
Oh my gosh! Good luck, Nick.
My team's
Speaking of a
horrible.
little quarterback replacements, I am rooting for one more bad week out of Deshaun Watson.
Okay.
So we, the Cleveland Browns, can now get Jameson Winston.
You buy
playing
some
football.
ownership of the team last week?
They are my squad. I have a jersey.
Jameson Williams
Clip
or Jameis Winston?
Famous Jameis would be fun to watch there. You guys get involved here on TikTok by commenting here on TikTok or on YouTube as well. We are live for week 4 of the NFL. Let's go ahead and get to the overall standings from last week. So in week 3, let's see. Nick and myself went 4-3. Tally's not on the show anymore. Ace. I couldn't be sorrier.
Ace. Yeah.
Tally's
We
left the show
fired
long.
Tally. We fired Tally.
Tally couldn't handle it.
He's gone.
1-6 last
There were
week.
terrible picks last year.
Yeah. Big Web 2-5. Zook 4-3. So me, Nick, and Zook all tied at 4-3 last week. So overall standings, Big Web. After week 3, we have Nick in first place.
Nice.
Barely. 13-7-1. I am in second at 13-8. Ace in third at 7-13-1. Why? Wait a minute. He's got Ace fucked this up. Zook is in third place at 10-11. Ace is in fourth at 7-13-1. And
What you got?
How many?
Nick, you want to guess Big Web's record out of 21 games?
I mean, if Zook is in third with 7 wins, what has he got? 5? Please tell me he's got at least 5.
5-16. You nailed it. 5-16. Big Web.
16.
It's all-
Holy shit!
Is
That's
that
bad.
it? He's here today. He's. We got it solved right now.
What do you got?
My God, Willie the Wizard is here.
Oh, the Wizard.
I'll be right back.
He
I'll be
said.
right-
He said he's got a fix.
16. That historically might be the worst performance to start a year through 3 weeks we've ever seen in the history of this show.
It's
How can you
absolutely
be
awful.
that bad?
Yeah.
How can
I
you
have
be
never seen
that
anything
bad?
of the sort. It's
That
pretty
is
crazy.
disgusting.
Yeah. But he says he has this wizard today, Nick. I don't know if
Sure, I don't know. Hey man, whatever juju you need to get going, maybe make some magic work. I don't know. I don't know.
See.
You were talking about Malik Neighbors though. Yeah, we're going head to head in fantasy while he goes and figures out the wizard. Head to head in fantasy. You had CeeDee Lamb and Malik Neighbors.
Oh
in
my
that
gosh,
first
here we
game,
go.
Already up 50 points on me. 48 points on me.
What in the world? Yeah, go in here. Mr. Wizard. How are you,
Morning,
sir?
gentlemen? How you doing?
Welcome to Wizard.
Listeners. TJ Weber, how you doing?
I'm doing okay, Mr. Wizard. How are you?
Good, good. My name's Willie the Wizard. I'm from the South down there, and we have been speaking with Big Web, and there's been some problems with the picks lately.
Is that right? So what do you think you can do for him here?
Well, what I can do, I've been all over the Midwest working for this man, you know? So what we have to do is figure up a concoction
All right.
that we have. Now, down in New Orleans, we got the spells, all that, and we know how to handle those.
Yeah.
Okay?
Sure.
So first of all, we put on our wizard hat, which is official wizard hat. We had that shipped in. It's a very important wizard hat. It's first time used because that's what
Mr. Wizard, can you talk into the mic a little bit more? Is that all right?
So what you need to do is you got to have a fresh wizard hat. You got to do it now. You got to do it early. You can't get yourself an old wizard hat. And then, ladies and gentlemen, this is the robe that Tom Brady wore the morning that he threw the trophy from boat to boat, Nick.
Oh, my gosh.
That's right. He threw the trophy from boat to boat. So you got to have something with a legend like Tom Brady. You got to have pieces like that to make the work, the concoction work.
So you need to wear the right things, too. It's not just about the concoction.
You have to do that, and you have to have the magic wand from the South that they start every bowl of Creole through this right here. Let me set that aside. Now, are you ready?
Every bowl of Creole,
That's
every
what
single
they
one?
start with this right here. I got this from the grocery store in New Orleans.
Celery as
Well, they just pass it around. Literally every restaurant uses the same thing of celery. That seems like pretty inefficient.
Well, what it does, that's funny. It keeps it down. It costs down is what it does.
Oh, got it. Yeah, celery's pretty expensive,
what
Nick. Was
you
it
wanna
$1
do-
for a whole bundle?
Yeah. I think so.
Don't
Something
make
like
the
that.
wizard laugh.
I apologize.
You're going to screw up the concoction.
Couldn't be sorry,
You
Mr.
cannot
Wizard.
make the wizard laugh. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the goblet. Do you know where this came from?
No, I did not.
Well, we were on our way up to Alex Karras's farm,
Mm-hmm.
and we went by George Hallis's house, and we met his granddaughter, and she let us use this chalice right here for this concoction.
Really?
Very important.
Is that right?
Very important. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And they knew exactly who you were when you walked in.
We had to jump the fence and talk to him, but we got it done. We got it done up there. We got what we
So
needed.
you held him up for the goblet, did
Be
you?
quiet now. Details aren't important.
Sorry, continue.
Now what we have here, and then this, you think this is an ice cube here?
It looks like an ice cube.
It's still ice cube. This is what this is a special ice cube. It's a very loud ice cube. But anyway, what this is, you remember.
Can't even get through the fucking segment.
Terry, the kicker, right? For the
Who is it?
Vinatieri.
Nick, do you remember Steven Gostkowski? Is that who you said?
No.
Adam
Vinatieri
Vinatieri
was a kicker.
Oh, Adam Vinatieri.
Adam
Gostkowski.
Vinatieri. He was a kicker for the New England Patriots, and what he did is during the snow game, he had ice hanging from his jersey, and this is part of that ice.
Oh, really?
We had that shipped in. It's been in Roger Kraft's freezer up there, and we put it on an airplane last night and got it in here. This concoction is very important. You got to do the right stuff.
I understand. So you got the goblet from George Hallis's house. You got an ice cube that was hanging off of
Adam Vinatieri.
Vinatieri schlong or something?
No, it's Jersey.
Oh, it's Jersey.
It's Jersey. And then this is the blood from Alex Karras's
What
cow
part of the
up
South
there.
you from again?
Poughkeepsie.
Okay.
So this blood right here, this is from Alex Karras's farm up there, and it's gonna drip. So we get rid of this.
Yeah.
Like that.
Clean it up, Mr. Wizard, would you?
I got you.
All right.
So we went up there, and we got this blood from Alex Karras's cow. It's very important.
Mm-hmm.
The next thing we drove all over the Midwest.
Sounds like it.
We rented a van. It was Roger Goodell's grandmother was in that van before.
Okay.
And she let us use it. So here we go. So now these two right here, I don't know if you can see this, Nick. These are the eyeballs. These are the eyeballs of the referee that screwed Big Webb on that Cleveland Browns thing when he went across the goal line by mistake.
You took his eyes from the gentleman?
Well, no, he donated them because he realized he made a mistake.
He donated his
He
eyeballs.
donated his eyeballs.
Okay.
And so we had to get that in here for Big Webb to solve his problem with his picking.
Okay.
And by the way, just to let you know,
Yeah.
this is not a playoff concoction here. We all know that Big Webb's playoff record is fine and standing well and no problem.
Yeah.
This is a regular season concoction fix is all this is.
Okay.
And then, last but not least, we have a lock of Clay Matthews' hair.
Oh, my goodness. Nick,
Wow.
remember the locks? Do you think he still has those locks? I think he does.
We drove to Green Bay, Wisconsin in the van Roger Goodell's grandma let us use, and we went up there to Clay Matthews' house, and he doesn't live there anymore.
Oh, really?
We drove all that way. He doesn't live there anymore. He lives in California. So we did call his grandmother also. She lives in Lima, Ohio, and she had a comb with the lock of his hair, so we were able to get this with that.
Wow.
Do that right there.
Nice.
So what I'm going to do now...
You gonna drink this shit?
That's the entire concoction.
Eyeballs in it and stuff?
It's the entire concoction. I will now go get Big Webb, and then he can come in and drink this concoction.
What about the Sirianni tears?
I'm going to go get the Big Webb, and maybe we'll talk about that.
Okay.
So
okay.
That's it. My name is Willie the Wizard. I am from the South. Really. God bless all. And Big Webb, this will take care of all your needs. I'll see you in the parking lot.
There you go. Thank you, Mr. Wizard. God bless you. Nick, your thoughts?
That might be the biggest curse for Big Webb in 2024 and beyond. I feel like this is something that it is almost October, TJ. So Halloween right around the corner. I feel like Big Webb, if he
wow. Big Webb has returned. Big Webb, you went to the
concoction.
bathroom. You dropped a big one there. It's a big old concoction for you. It's supposed to cure yourself.
Is this it right
I
here?
That's it. So he
wouldn't
said,
drink
Nick,
that.
would you like to? Do you remember exactly what the Wizard said?
There was Clay Matthews' hair. There was a
What'd he say?
ice cube from Adam Vinatieri's jersey. There was some
Schlong.
eyeballs in a ref in a Browns game, and there was some blood from somebody, and
In here?
they were driving a van.
Somebody's blood. He's just gonna drink it. You don't even have
it's
you don't
Roger
have
No,
another
I
explanation.
I trust the Wizard. Whatever he said.
You met him out there. He shook his
I
hand.
saw
Did
him
you?
in the parking lot.
Just saying.
Okay. What was he driving?
Van.
Really?
Yeah, some kind of a Volkswagen van.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Roger Goodell's grandma's van.
That's
Is
right.
that what it was? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you got George Hallis's eyeballs in there or something?
Blood.
He said something about that too.
Yeah.
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 You know, what I'd like to do, Nick Sirianni's been crying a lot lately.
Yeah.
Let's just add a little bit of Nick Sirianni tears here.
Oh, okay. Well, Nick Sirianni tears.
Could
There
be
you
the
go,
could be the
Nick.
magic ingredient.
I like this.
Start us up. Nick Sirianni's tears in there.
Wow.
Now, this smells like it's going to fix all my picks.
I hope it does because you're sucking right now.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Let's go. Oh my goodness. How does
Good,
that
honestly.
taste, Big Web?
And vodka floats on the top.
What's vodka? What do you mean?
No, the tears.
Yeah. Nick.
The tears float on the top.
Yeah, they do. Nick Sirianni tears.
Yeah.
Yeah, fantastic. Well, Big Web, hey, I love that the Wizard came in trying to help you out. That's
What a guy.
fantastic. What a guy.
What a guy. He's amazing.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
need
he
to
is.
change
You-
something.
All that travel and everything he did.
Unbelievable. You need to, I think you need to have a 7-0 week this week. I think anything less is a failure. I think you need to hit Big Web's best bet of the week. Now,
Oh
the
my
problem
God.
is, we talked about this week, you picked the parlay before you drank the potion. This is a problem.
Well, let's review
I
it.
have to switch it
Let's
up.
review it. Let's review it.
Okay. Let's save it for Big Web's best bet. I'm just
We'll
saying.
save it for
We'll
Ladies
talk
and
about it.
gentlemen, tune in. Big Web's best bet with the new concoction. I'm feeling something. I'm feeling something happening in my body. Things are happening here. Oh my God.
Good stuff,
I
huh?
feel like I feel
called-
renewed.
Wow.
Drunk.
Thank you, Willie. Thank you.
Thank you, Willie the Wizard.
You are the man. Willie the Wizard, the man of multiple accents. I love him.
There you go. Ty Murray, what in the Mickey Mouse is happening here? Have Big Web say when you wish upon a star, LOL. And everybody else just ignored you and just started putting fantasy questions out there. It's fantastic. Willie the Wizard. Big Web, you need it. I really hope it works for you.
I think it will. I'm excited for you. I'm going to go ahead and finish this, Willie. Good job.
There you go. Thank you, Willie. Also, Nick's going to go get some coffee while I talk about our new partner, Sleeper Picks.
Absolutely
Sleeper
love
Picks.
it.
Big Web and I have partnered with Sleeper. We are doing picks on there. They have a ton of props, ton of awesome picks. And the great thing is we can give you a $100 deposit match, up to a $100 deposit match when you use promo code Weber. That's WEBER on Sleeper Picks when you deposit. It's not just NFL, by the way. We talk NFL. I'm NFL creator for them now, just partnered with them last week. But I also had a college pick 'em yesterday that, barely missed. Shador Sanders needed 304 passing yards. He had 275 in the third quarter, Big Web. Guess what he finished with? 280.
Oh, my God, Shador.
It was just terrible. And then, Jalen Milroe under an interception. He threw one that should have been caught, popped out of the guy's hands, caught, interception. Hate to see it. But anyway, you can do college picks on there. You can do NFL. You can do MLB. You can do NHL. A lot of fun building these entries to win 5X, 10X, 20X your money, whatever you do. It's so much fun to do. So go right now to Sleeper Picks. Download Sleeper. You're probably on a fantasy league there. Go to the picks section. Deposit using promo code Weber, WEBER. Get up to $100 for a deposit match on Sleeper Picks.
Let me tell you something about Sleeper. And you know how I'm always coming to you going, how the hell do you push this button? How do you get this thing? So, admittedly, when I first got on it, I was frustrated. I can't push this. I can't push that. How can I find this bet? How can I find that bet? But you know what? After I dug in and I found out how to do it, it's smooth. It's easy to work.
It is, right? It's really easy.
Really
It is.
enjoy doing that so far. I did it Thursday night and I did it yesterday, and still got one alive for today. So
Gotta love it, man. Gotta love it. I'm going to actually we have the bets that Big Web and I put in through Sleeper. I should say the picks we put in through Sleeper. I wanted to read off Big Web because we had a lot of good picks. I think you were focused on a few. I know I had Garrett Wilson for sure over receptions. It just feels like a guy who's got 26 targets over the last few weeks, and then I think he's going to come back big today. I really do.
Yeah, no, I like what I picked there. I'm pulling it up right now, but and I bought some major points there on mine. 100 pace 230.
I got it
You
right now.
it.
Yeah. Sorry, I was trying to buy time. So I have Garrett Wilson over more than 4.5 receptions. C.J. Stroud more than 268.5 passing yards. I think against Jacksonville he should show out. And then Aaron Jones anytime touchdown because he's playing against Green Bay, his old team. I have a feeling he's going to do well there. So it's 5.09x your money. So again, a little over 5 times. $20 pays $101.80. On Sleeper Picks. Again, promo code Weber gets you a deposit match up to $100. And then also, Big Webs, Jaden Daniels more than 200 passing yards against Arizona. Love that pick. Absolutely love it. Jamar Chase, more than 50 receiving yards. Also
Bought
like
that
that.
down. Yes, sir.
Nico Collins, more than 50-plus receiving yards. And Patrick Mahomes, more than 200 passing yards against the Los Angeles Chargers. 2.3x your money, 104, 233.
I don't know how you can argue with that, really. Going in, how do you argue with that?
100%. So that's Sleeper Picks. Promo code Weber, up to a $100 deposit match on Sleeper Picks. Oh, Nick's back from his coffee. Nick, what are you drinking over there?
Nick.
I lost your audio. He got coffee in and he destroyed his microphone. Well, we'll get back to Nick here later on. Let's go ahead and read some comments. I need to start 2. Gibbs, Robinson, and Mason. That's from Robert. I'd go Gibbs and Mason, I believe.
Gibbs and Mason. I was just about to say.
Actually, no. Bijan.
No, go Robinson. Go Robinson.
You think Bijan?
Well,
we got studio audience that says don't go with that. I guess I go Bijan Gibbs then.
I mean, I would
Mason.
say depends on who. If it's Brian Robinson or Bijan Robinson, either one I would go with. Both have been averaging 12.5 fantasy points per game. Probably would not start Mason. I don't like the San Francisco backfield. But the thing to think about on Gibbs though too is he gets touchdown hawked at the end zone from David Montgomery. So I would think Gibbs and PPR is good though. So I'd go Gibbs and Robinson.
I like that. I'm going to go. Yeah, I agree with what you just said. Brian says Garrett Wilson, Debo, Drake London. I can start 2. I would.
Debo's back today.
Yeah.
I would definitely start Garrett Wilson.
I would
sure.
100% go Garrett Wilson.
Garrett in London.
Garrett's having a big day. Yeah, I'd go
London's
London because of Debo's injury.
Yeah, I would go London even if Debo's banged up a little bit.
Malachi says Cam Akers or Jahan Dotson. You got to go Akers, right? He's a starter still in Houston, I believe. Is Mixon out, Nick, officially?
Mixon is out officially. Akers
Okay.
is the starter in Houston today, so I'd go Akers.
Yeah, I'd go Akers then if Mixon's all the way out. Addison or Jerry Judy. That's from Dolio. Addison's back today. I think there's going to be a lot of, and also Judy hasn't done shit unless I'm missing something this year. So I take Addison. I think he'll have a decent day.
What is this? Yo-Yo Adias.
Yes.
Who's that?
Well, I don't know, but he asked Hopkins or Mooney.
Mooney's playing some football.
Mooney's getting some targets.
Yo-Yo Mooney's playing some football.
There you go.
I would think, Mooney in Atlanta.
Yeah, agreed. Joey says Mayfield or Rodgers.
That's a good question.
Baker's been playing good, man.
I kind of like Baker. Yeah,
Rodgers today.
You think so? But the Big Web, this is all about. It's not about winning. It's about fantasy points. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's the difference.
So Rodgers is playing against the Broncos, and Baker is playing against the Eagles. I would say Baker because if the Eagles come back to form at all a little bit, and their Buccaneers are playing from behind, they're going to be throwing the ball a little bit more. Rashad White and Bucky Irving both active today, but both are banged up in Tampa's backfield. So I would say Baker there.
I'm thinking they are going to be playing from behind for sure.
Yeah.
I think so.
The Jets are going to be playing ahead, and, if they get out to an early lead, I feel like they start running the ball with Brees a little bit more.
Yeah, I like that. That's a good idea. Okay, I'm changing over to Rodgers. I actually think Rodgers is going to be – yeah, I'm going Rodgers. Charbonnet or Javonte? That's from JP.
Charbonnet, Javonte hasn't done shit.
Those are 2 tough picks, man.
I'm talking about Javonte Williams for Denver.
Correct.
He has been fantasy irrelevant and would not even think about putting him in a lineup until he does something.
Slam says Jalen Reed or Amari Cooper. I can't trust anybody on the Browns right now at all. I'd take Reed.
I'm opposite. I would go Cooper. I think there's a lot of wide receivers there in Green Bay, and Malik Willis is Jordan Love's back today finally.
Jordan Love is
they
back.
Say yes. They say
Jordan
yes.
That's
okay. Huh?
That game though. He's got a brace on. Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean, he's gonna go, but it's who knows. You know how different players play with injuries. In a weird way. You know what I mean? I don't know how to really judge that.
I just don't feel like one of those Green Bay wide receivers really stands out between Jaden Reed, Dobbs, Watson yet, and Wicks. Like, to me, it's always like it could be anybody's week that
he shares it. Yeah, he don't have a favorite.
Guy in Cleveland. I mean, he had a touchdown on the first play of the game last week.
Yeah. That's
I would
tough.
go Cooper. I think that's the safer play, even if Deshaun. I don't really trust Deshaun, but I feel like Cooper's a safer play there. Who's Cleveland playing today?
My matchups are on the door over there, Big Web.
Packers are playing the Vikings.
Cleveland.
I took all that time right in the matchups, and the door's open. I can't see.
Browns are playing the Raiders in a dome in Las Vegas. Like,
yeah.
I would go Amari Cooper there.
Let's see. DJ Moore, Drake London, or Scary Terry. That's from Jesus. I would probably go with DJ Moore today. I think Caleb will show a little bit more signs of progression.
I don't mind Scary Terry
They did get Terry McLaurin going a little bit more last week, and Jaden Daniels did look good. They're playing the Cardinals, which is, I feel like a favorable matchup. I might go Terry McLaurin there. Who the Bears got? Bears have the Rams. Huh? What was the other option? DJ Moore, Terry McLaurin, or who?
DJ Moore, Terry McLaurin, or we keep scrolling.
I like the other one.
DJ Moore, Drake London.
And Drake London's been good in Atlanta. I would go Terry McLaurin.
All right, we'll go to a couple more, and then we'll move on to the picks. Do I start Tyreek, even though he hasn't been playing up to par?
Nobody can get him the ball.
You can't trust the Dolphins much. But it's
There's
Tyreek
no
Hill. I mean, you
quarterback
used
there.
the number one pick on him. Probably is the problem.
What's
Who's
the
going to
other
throw the ball,
option?
the coach?
Maybe?
Is it just a question about Tyreek?
Yeah, it's just a
Or is
question
there
about
another-
Tyreek. Like, do you
Yeah,
start him
I
or
mean-
not? I think you have to still.
I think you have to. It's Tyreek Hill. I don't think you can not start him.
Yep. All right, last one. I'm going to go mess with TikTok real quick, make sure it's good. Evans or Moore today?
Mike Evans, got to go Mike Evans. I think that's the he's the go-to target for Baker. He's shown that he's a top 5 fantasy wide receiver still this year. Go-to, reliable, makes good plays. DJ Moore, again, not sure what Caleb's offensive line is going to do for him, if they can protect him or not. So hard to bet on a Bears wide receiver right now. And plus, there's a lot of mouths to feed. Keenan Allen is active today.
Allen's back. Yeah.
All good? Like all go?
Yeah, he's starting.
Wow.
Yeah, Keenan Allen's playing. So, and Cole Kmet looked better last week too. So a lot of mouths to feed there in Chicago. I like Evans.
All right, well, there you go. Keep sending your fantasy questions. We're going to go over the picks, and then we will come back to it and answer more here on TikTok and on YouTube. But it is time for the picks for week number 4 of the NFL. 4, Big Web?
4. It's week 4. It's turnaround week.
Week
baby.
4. Turnaround week. Week 4. All right, we start out in, pull up my spreadsheet, Green Bay, as the Minnesota Vikings head out to the Green Bay Packers. A good matchup. Didn't expect this, but both teams actually playing pretty well. Green Bay doing well without Jordan Love, unfortunately. Minnesota is looking way better than everybody expected. We have the Packers minus 2.5 at home. Jordan Love back. How good is he going to be? We don't know. Big Web, get us started.
So last week, Brian Flores had Stroud for the first time in 2
Flores,
years.
put it on the list.
Flores.
Yeah.
Flores. Okay, so I'll buy you a dozen roses. You can have the Flores. Okay, so Flores had Stroud like befuddled this last week. And they also had Brock Purdy screwed around too in his head. So I think a lot of that's going to continue up in Green Bay. I don't know who's starting a quarterback. It really doesn't matter. Flores is going to go ahead and shuffle it up again. I'm going to ride this Vikings bandwagon. Are they getting a full 3?
They're getting 2.5.
I don't care. I'll still take them. Give me the Vikings in the 2.5.
All right, Nick.
Yeah, so this is an interesting spot. I called it last week with Minnesota on the money line against Houston, and they took care of business pretty much all throughout that game. I think this is one where the Vikings come back to earth a little bit, and Matt LaFleur is the better head coach in this one. I think he's going to get the job done. Having Jordan Love back, whether he's fully healthy, I think they manage the game well. I think they're pretty much prepared for Minnesota. I think Minnesota, yes, has played better than expected, but Green Bay, tough place to play with that crowd. I think the Packers get it done, and I think this one should actually be more like 3.5, 4. But I'll take the 2.5 for the Packers at home.
So Ace is going with Minnesota. Zook is going Green Bay, and I'm actually going to agree with Big Web, and I'm going to take Minnesota here plus 2.5. My only thing is
he's drinking the Kool-Aid, baby.
I am drinking the Kool-Aid because Minnesota's looked a lot better than we expected. I went back and forth on this game. My whole thing is Jordan Love coming back with the brace on. I just want to see how he plays because, he's good enough to go, but he also just got paid a huge contract. They're like, hey, if you're good enough to go, get the fuck out there. So, and I'm sure he wants to be out there. My thing is, I think it might take down his progress a little bit, and he'll be back probably full next week or the week after. But this week, I just want to see, because Minnesota's been playing great, I want to see them going to Green Bay and give them a game. So I'd love the 3.5. That would be perfect, but I'll take 2.5, and I still think Minnesota might win this game. So give me the Vikings plus the 2.5. All right, we'll move on to Tampa Bay. The Philadelphia Eagles head out there, and they will be -1.5, so home underdogs. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Philadelphia without Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown. Big Web, where are you going?
Well, there's also injuries on Tampa's defense still. I mean, last week their loss to Denver had a lot to do with that, and I think that's going to continue. Philly's got to be more consistent on offense, though. Philly had like 3 or 4 big plays. Thank God for Goddard. But other than that, they got to start getting first downs and converting and play methodical offense. But I'm still going with them. Give me Philadelphia here. What's the spread?
1.5.
Fine.
I just said it.
Give me Philly.
You're not listening.
I'm not listening to that part. I was focused on what I was going to say. Give me Philadelphia.
Nick?
At Tampa Bay, tough place to play. Always good to get a home dog. I'm going with the Buccaneers here. I don't think they're getting enough love, even with some of the injuries. I don't think this Philadelphia team is kind of what we thought they were in the past couple of years as a Super Bowl contender. They've looked awful this year. They've looked just downright terrible at times, and I think I don't think they're going to win this game at all. I think Tampa Bay and what Baker Mayfield has done, and having Mike Evans there, like I was talking about earlier when I was mentioning Evans, it's their offense is good enough to move the ball and score points, and Jalen Hurts missing some of his offensive weapons. I think Buccaneers take this one.
So it looks like Ace is going with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and Zook is going with the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm going to split the difference, and I'm going to take the Tampa Bay Buccaneers plus 1.5. I have real money on this game. I very much enjoy the Bucs today. Is that a good way to say it? I have a lot of parlays with the Buccaneers. Very much enjoy the Bucs today because of the fact that Philadelphia's got their top 2 targets out. OUT, A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith out. Jalen Hurts can run the ball. Saquon Barkley's good. But guess what? Tampa's legit. They're at home. They're an underdog. They want to prove they're great. And their offense is healthy. As far as I know, their offense is healthy. They're going to move the football. I think they're going to win this game. I'm taking the money line on a lot of parlays. Give me Tampa plus the 1.5.
Good luck. Defense is a little scary.
You think I'm worried about what you think about this game? Please.
It's a new day. It's a new day, baby.
All right, we go to Los Angeles where the Chargers are getting 7.5 at home. 7.5 at home against the Kansas City Chiefs. I wonder where Big Web's going to pick. Shocker.
I'm loving the Chiefs here. They will.
Wow. There's the love word.
It's okay. We can use it. We can use any word we want now. Willie the Wizard has visited. The Chiefs get it done here. I think teams need to start paying more attention to Rice because he's performing. That's going to open up Kelsey. That's going to open up more weapons. What did Nick say before? Share the loaf or some kind of shit? He said
share the loaf.
Eat more people got to eat. Something like that. That's going to happen with the Chiefs today. Mahomes is going to spread it out. This will be an easy win for the Chiefs. I said easy. I said love. I said easy. I said love. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Hammer the Chargers. Hammer the Chargers.
Don't do it.
Nick?
Yeah, so this is a spot where, when you're looking at home field advantage, there's not a whole lot of home field advantage in Los Angeles, but I think this Chargers team is a little bit underrated in terms of, new coaching staff. Herbert is a full go today. This one's now gotten over a touchdown at plus 7.5. I will take the points all day long with Justin Herbert. I think Harbaugh does enough to game manage properly for Kansas City. Kansas City, Los Angeles, always a close game. I don't think the Chargers could win this ball game, so I would not say money line. There's always that chance, right, when Big Web is saying the Chiefs are going to win this one easy, but the game's going to be close. Think within a field goal, within 4 or 5 points. So I'll take the Chargers and the points plus 7.5, Los Angeles.
Ace is going with the Kansas City Chiefs. Zook is going with the Chargers, and I'm obviously too many points. I'm going with the Chargers as well. They like to run the football. Harbaugh ball, they're going to run the football. J.K. Dobbins control the clock. They're getting 7.5 is a lot of points. And guess what? I saw a little Instagram reel the other day. The Chiefs are 3 plays away from being 0-3 right now.
I know that. I've seen that, but today's different. It's time to make it play. Okay, September.
Because of the concoction?
No, because of the concoction. And let me tell you, September is preseason for these frickin' teams these days. All the damn players sit out in August. They don't even have any preseason. So now September is their preseason. Guess what? September's over. It's time for real football teams to play real football.
7.5 points.
7.5 points. Giving them up.
7.5.
7.5. Every half inch of that spread, I'm giving up.
You said love. You said easy.
Both of those.
Hammer the Chargers. All right, Buffalo going to Baltimore. The biggest game of the week, Baltimore -2.5. Buffalo road dogs, one of the best teams in the NFL. Road dogs getting 2.5, Big Web. What do you got?
Dude, this is a tough matchup
Yes,
right
it is.
now
I agree with that.
for Lamar. I mean, this poor guy. Okay, so he starts out 0-3, and he says, okay, we can do this. We're not going to start out 0-4, and he looks at the schedule and he goes, shit, fuck, hell, crap.
Yeah.
I got the Buffalo Bills facing me, and guess who's been playing methodical, strong, solid football all the way through? I'm riding with them. Give me the Buffalo Bills. Circle the wagons for the Buffalo Bills.
Nick?
Yeah, I kind of think this one might be a defensive battle between these two teams, even though typically it's a lot of high-powered offense. I like the Ravens at home, -2.5. I think the Bills have been exceptional this year. Josh Allen has looked like the best quarterback in the league, and even better than Pat Mahomes so far this year. But Josh Allen hasn't thrown an interception. I think today might be the day where Josh Allen turns the ball over, and I think this one really comes down to the turnover battle. This is going to be a one-score, one-possession game. But I think Lamar does enough to get the job done at home. I'll take the Ravens -2.5.
Wow.
Nick and I are against on every pick so far.
I like that. And Nick's number one. This is tough.
And look at him. I'm number one, and Big Web's number
Nick,
one.
what you're forgetting about
is the
is
concoction.
The concoction.
Yes, you forgot about the concoction.
Hey, the concoction's going to curse you. I stand by that.
Ace is going Buffalo.
Can't get any worse.
Zook is going Buffalo. And Nick is going to be Gilligan this week with the Ravens. I'm taking Buffalo, too.
Wow.
Holy shit. What an island to be on, Nick. I'll be honest. Like, tip my cap to you, sir. You gotta like that.
Island. Yes.
That's a hell of an island. But I can't. I mean, my thing is, and this might kill me, but I love when two good teams are playing against each other. I like anybody getting points. If I feel like these two teams are close, and Buffalo's been better than Baltimore this year, and they're getting points, I'm like, I gotta do it. I gotta take them. Gotta take them. So I'm taking Buffalo for that reason and that reason only. Listen, I'm going to apologize to Josh Allen and the Bills after they lost Diggs and they lost Gabe Davis. I said they're going to take a step back. He's that guy. He can make anybody. He's like the Tom Brady effect. Top quarterbacks make receivers. Brady did it. Peyton did it. Josh Allen does it. Patrick Mahomes does it. He's one of those guys. So give me Buffalo playing great.
And typically for Josh Allen, the guy that turns the ball over, I mean, historically, this guy is throwing, 2 interceptions per game throughout the season. So hasn't done that this year. Definitely looks like he's taking that next step. And yeah, putting my balls on the line here going against him because he's looked like the best quarterback in the league so far.
Yeah, he's playing smarter. And he's got a new OC. Yeah. So he's got him playing smarter.
Playing smarter, but Nick, island with the Ravens is nice.
Baltimore at home, baby. Come
Gotta
on,
like
crowd.
that.
Get into that one Sunday Night Football. It's going to be a fun one.
It's a solid island. It's like taking Georgia plus 1,700. You got to do it. You know why you got to do it. Cincinnati goes to Carolina, toilet bowl game of the week, and the Panthers are getting 5.5. Big Web hates Andy Dalton. He balled out last week, but it was against the Raiders, who aren't that great. So, Big Web, what do you think?
Exactly, and that's really the case right there. So the Red Rifle, he's kicked my ass so many times. I'm setting it up so he can kick my ass again. But guess what, Andy? We got the concoction. This is turnover week. They're making it happen.
It's concoction week.
So Higgins really helped to spread the load to give Chase more openness out there for Burrow. So give me the Bengals. This is a breakout game for the Bengals. The Bengals ride high and win this one and cover.
All right, Nick?
Andy Dalton's a veteran quarterback. You're playing your former team at home. It's a toilet bowl. You take the points. You take the home team. You take Andy Dalton. He has looked, again, against the Raiders, so much better than what Bryce Young brought to that Carolina's Panthers team. I'll just take in a bad game, Bengals are a tough team to bet on, but Joey B, all these antics, wearing the outfits and getting the frosted tips and stuff, does have T. Higgins back. I will give him that, but Bengals haven't really shown me much yet this week or this year to tell me that they are a Super Bowl contender, that they're a contender, period. Cincinnati Bengals, you're a pretender. You got divas in the locker room. Give me Andy Dalton. Give me the points. Give me the Panthers.
Wow.
Divas, he said.
Divas. Wow. This is a must-win game for Cincinnati, or their season's done. If they go 0-4 today, they're fucking, especially to the Panthers, they are done. And by that,
I agree.
That's why, again, you want to talk about LOVE or the word lock, any of the L words, Cincinnati money line on a parlay should be free today. -5.5 should be free today. They should roll, and if they don't, their season's over, and they really need to see what the fuck's going on, because it's bad there. Must-win game. You got to take the Bengals here. Thank God Nick took Carolina, and so did Ace, by the way. It's not an island, which is crazy. But Ace took Carolina as well, +5.5. I know they played better last week, but it was against the Raiders, who are really not that great of a team in themselves, and Cincinnati has to win this game. has to win this game,
I get
and
you.
it's the Carolina Panthers still. So give me Cincinnati. All right, the dogs of the week. Big Web, what do you got?
So please tell me that the Rams are getting a full field goal against Chicago.
Well, I got to go look at my handy-dandy sports book and check it out. Let's
Full three. Come on,
see.
baby. Full field goal. Full field goal.
Let me see
Blue
what
book says 3.
3. Officially 3.
I am absolutely taking the Los Angeles Rams getting the full 3 at Chicago. So they got a new D-line, but their new D-line is making it happen. They're getting pressure. And we just talked earlier in the show how Caleb Williams is not responding well to pressure.
Correct.
Give me the Rams and the 3.
Nick?
Yeah, so we talked about home dogs last week. We're talking about home dogs this week. I'm going to take you to a home dog that is in a get-right spot right now, and it's the Indianapolis Colts plus 2.5, hosting the
God, what a
undefeated
terrible pick.
Pittsburgh Steelers and Justin Fields. The Indianapolis Colts today, Anthony
God, that's
Richardson.
gross.
They're going to get it done. It is gross. It is a dog. Let's go, Colts. You've seen the hype videos. Steelers, this is where they take a step back right here, right now.
I want to go back to the bet wall and see on the far right, Steelers will have a better record than the Bears. Just going to point that out. Oh, God, what a terrible pick. Indy plus 2.5. I hate every fiber of my being just cringes at that. I hate that, Nick.
Surprise.
You can talk shit if it happens, but God, I
Might
hate
lose
that
it by
pick.
the hook. Might lose it by the hook, but we'll see.
Let's see. Ace is going with the Rams plus 3 as well. Going with Big Web. And then we got Zook with Cleveland. Yikes. They're minus. What's he doing? They're minus 2.5.
So he's taken
No, he
New
said
Orleans.
if they were still a dog.
Who was the other pick? Do we remember?
New Orleans.
New Orleans.
New Orleans, there you go.
The Saints. Let me go see if we can find a line
That
on
Monday
this.
Night Football, plus 2.5 on the road at the Falcons.
Plus 2.5 for the New Orleans Saints.
Not enough.
Alvin
Not
Kamara is active.
Kamara active, plus 2.5 against the Falcons.
Olave
Okay. is active
also
tomorrow.
active.
There you go. They're playing today. They're playing like noon. They are
Oh,
playing
no,
noon.
you said Monday night.
That was Nick.
No, I was saying I couldn't find it on my book.
Nick
but
don't
I
know
found
ball. He don't
it.
know
I
ball.
found it.
He knows
Olave and
everything.
Kamara are active in that game for the Saints. So
All right. I'm gonna go with Tampa Bay doubling up plus 1.5. I almost took Philly today. I literally woke up. I was like, yep, I like Philly on the road, but guess what? They have no receivers. They have nothing. They're Tampa Bay's gonna control that clock. They're
They
gonna
all
move the
got
ball.
sand in their driveway.
What?
Nothing. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, it doesn't matter. They're a great football team. They're going to win this game plus 1.5, doubling up on the Tampa Bay Bucks. I love it. All right, locks of the week. Big Web, where are you going?
This is a lot of points, but I don't care. This is a lot like last week. The New York Football Jets to cover the 7.5. Is it 7.5? Tell me it's 7.
Let's take a little look here. It is, that was for next week. It is 7.5, yes.
7.5. I'll take it. So last week, Denver surprised the Bucks, but the Bucks were injured on defense. Knicks is facing a much, much tougher defense today. Last week, Rodgers won 20-3 against New England. Much more of the same. You're going to see a low-scoring, mid-20s to single digits football game the Jets cover.
Nick?
all right, you're going to see the grossest bet of all
You already
time.
said it. You already said it on the other pick.
This is bad.
Nope. This is bad. This is bad. This is the grossest pick we've ever done on the show. In the lock, it is going to Houston and taking the Jacksonville Jaguars plus 5.5 against the Houston Texans on the road in a divisional spot. And the Jacksonville Jaguars have looked like the worst team in football right now. If they cover this game, if they win this game, we'll stabilize the boat. If they lose this game, Doug Peterson might be getting fired, or they're making a change on offense. But Trevor Lawrence, this is a time where you have to put your balls on the table, show why you just got paid, and you have to go out and you got to win this game. But I think they keep it within a field goal in Houston, so give me the Jaguars plus 5.5.
Nick and I are against each other on every pick of this slate.
That's crazy.
I am feeling so good right now, especially with that last one. Cheers.
I'll be honest though, Jacksonville does scare me, and I have Houston in parlays today. I'm all over Houston money line, but the Jacksonville Jaguars do scare me today a little bit because it's a divisional game because they're also 0-3.
Backs up
It's a
against the
must-win.
wall.
It's a
Yeah,
must-win game. But I think Houston's just better. I just think they're better. I also think they need a win here. So
Plus 5.5 is a tough number. 5.5 is 5.
that's why I
6,
took
these are all-
Houston money line. I'm okay with them covering. I took Houston money line.
Exactly. I think it's a 3-point game. I think Houston wins. by 2, by 3, by 4, but 5.5. I don't think they win by a touchdown.
Plus, Trevor Lawrence is pissed that I picked the genie picked a lock of Clay Matthews.
Oh,
not,
yeah, that could
not
be
his
true.
hair.
Hey,
Yeah.
Davis is back today, and ETN, who if you watched the Miami game earlier this year, ETN fumbled the ball at the 1 yard line, and then they had Tyreek Hill catch a 96-yard touchdown the next play. So I think ETN is ready to get right here as well.
All right. Interesting pick. Let's see. Ace is going with Houston minus 5.5, so you're against each other there. And then Zook is taking Arizona minus 3.5 against Washington. That is another dog I looked at. Washington plus 3.5. I'm going to go with the Steelers minus 2.5 here. I'm all against Nick here, which I love. Indy sucks. Indy sucks. I have given them a lot of opportunities this year. I picked them. I put them in a fucking parlay. Let's go back to the bet wall. See over there to the right. I have them in a parlay to win the division. That ain't happening. They suck. Anthony Richardson sucks. Give me Pittsburgh minus 2.5. Justin Fields looks good, and the Steelers defense is going to get after Richardson today. I love the Steelers today minus 2.5 at home. Right? Are they at home? No, they're on the road.
Or where?
Steelers are on the road. One more point on that Jaguars game.
Let's get back to the Jacksonville pick. Hold on.
Houston. I told you about Minnesota money line last week when Houston went on the road against the Vikings. Joe Mixon, the amount of carries that Joe Mixon has been getting for Houston has been high volume in that offense. And without him in there, they really can't move the ball with Cam Akers. I don't think Cam Akers is that good of a running back. So, with Houston not be able to move the ball, they have to throw it more. And if they're not getting the run game going at all, Houston's offense can't get going. So
there you go, Dad. There's more on the Jacksonville Jaguars if you're interested.
There you go.
More on the Jaguars.
Hey, I'm telling you what. You said earlier he could talk shit if he got the other one right. You could really talk shit if you get both of those things right.
What worries me is one of them might happen, and I
almost got that I got the Vikings money line last week. I almost got the Falcons money line too that I called last week against the Chiefs. Had they freaking kicked the damn field goal on that first drive and then kicked the field goal to win the game, Falcons money line would have cashed too last week.
The only thing that's off right now is the fact that things are going to calm down.
Mm-hmm.
The Wizard said it himself. Things are going to calm down. This is going to be regular football now. We're going into October. See ya preseason.
What if you go 0-7 today? What do you do?
Dude, it's not going to happen.
What if you do? What's your response to the Wizard?
We'll have to speak to him.
You going to bring him on the show?
I'll bring him on the show. We'll talk to him. But I'm telling you right now, not only is it the Wizard, I feel good.
I think we should have a segment with you and the Wizard on the same camera and talking. I think that would be electric.
He doesn't like that. He doesn't like to share camera space.
Okay.
It's in his contract. I don't want to get into the contracts of what the show does, but we cannot be on the same.
You're running contracts without my permission now?
Well, I slid it under. Your secretary signed it upstairs.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Cooper?
Yeah, she did.
Cooper, nice. Yeah, I feel confident. This year I'm on top. I'm feeling dialed. So best of luck to Big Web, but I'm feeling confident in my picks. I'm glad Big Web and the Wizard are confident in their picks, and I'm just happy that we're on opposite sides because I don't want to touch anything that Big Web is picking right now.
I'm kind of with you on that.
Let me tell you something, Nick. If you go 0-7 this week, I'll give you the Wizard's phone number.
Yeah, realistically, thank you. I will take the Wizard's phone number. If I go 0-7, I will drink the concoction next week.
There you go.
Big Web.
Wow, there you go.
Or the bandwagon of the concoction. If I go 0-7, more realistically, one of us is going 4-3, one of us going 3-4.
Probably, yeah.
And, that's how it's probably going to shake out. But we'll see. That's why we play the game.
Why we do what we do.
All right, so let's go ahead and go over some fantasy questions real quick. We'll get to Big Web's best bet, then we'll build our $1 Hail Mary parlay, and we'll get the hell out of here and enjoy Week 4. Reem says, start one at Flex PPR, Nick. Bucky Irving, Brian Thomas Jr., Ladd McConkey, Carson Steele, Michael Wilson. A lot of names. I'll read it one more time. Pick one for Flex PPR. Bucky Irving, Brian Thomas Jr., Ladd McConkey, Carson Steele, Michael Wilson.
I think Michael Wilson, wide receiver there in Arizona. Kyler Murray's looked exceptional this year. Some of those other guys, Bucky Irving banged up, Ladd McConkey on the Chargers. You don't know. Justin Herbert's been banged up. He is playing today, and I think Quentin Johnston's more the guy in fantasy for the Los Angeles Chargers. So of those guys, I like Michael Wilson to get in the end zone today too, and start him for fantasy purposes.
Yeah, I don't know about much of the matchups. I guess I'll take. If you think Jacksonville's going to have a day, Brian Thomas has to have a day. So we'll see what happens there.
Yeah, Brian Thomas. Gabe Davis is active. I don't know if Evan Ingram's playing or not. Let me double check to see if Ingram is back or not.
In the
been
meantime, Alan Lazard or Jamison Williams, that's from Sonny.
I go
J-Mo's
Jameson.
got way more upside.
Yeah.
Got to go J-Mo.
Ingram out for the Texans today. But yeah,
Who is?
Jameson Ingram's
out.
out against the Texans, out for the Jaguars.
So Brian Thomas, I like that pick then.
Yeah, so Brian Thomas and Gabe Davis is playing as well.
Richardson or Fields, that's from Zach. Fields all day.
Fields.
Yeah,
You gotta go
Richardson's
Fields.
in trouble.
He's just, and I don't think it's all him. I think he's got a bad offensive line, but he's not making good throws. He just looks really bad.
And he's against a tough defense today.
Yeah, Steelers going to get after him. TJ Watt's going to get after him all day. Baker or Darnold today? It's from
I like Baker.
Huh?
I think again, I think Minnesota comes back to earth a little bit against the Packers team on the road. You know, there's a lot of hype around Darnold. He's played great this year. You know, of these backup quarterbacks that have now
really
got
has,
starting roles, he's played awesome. But Baker Mayfield, man, he's just looked really good. You say dog quarterback, Baker Mayfield's that guy, especially in fantasy.
Dog. Baker Mayfield. Dog. Dog. Do it.
I think Tampa's going
There
to be
you
playing from behind against Philly today. So
All
Baker
right.
Mayfield.
Should I trade Jordan Mason? I think you should
Yeah,
before
I would.
CMC comes back. It depends on what else you got at running back.
I think
Still got a
Jordan
couple more
Mason's one of those
weeks, don't you?
guys where
Yeah.
he's a flash in the pan running back, and if you got other options that can be serviceable at running back, trade him while his value is high right now, like you said, before CMC comes back. We don't know the extent of CMC's injuries still, so yeah, I would trade Jordan Mason though.
Let's see, Xavier Worthy or Calvin Ridley, and that's from Pajamas, who sent us two Reptar emojis. Look like Reptar.
Xavier Worthy. I think Xavier Worthy, Calvin Ridley. You know,
Pajamas.
man, that actually is tough.
Yeah, that's where I'm at too. I guess I would go with
Ridley
Worthy.
does.
I'd go Worthy for. Yeah, I think he's got more like breakaway
Worthy.
upside, you know, like for a big
Yeah.
play.
Oh, yeah.
He had that great week one. Have he gotten in the end zone since week one? I don't think he has.
Worthy? I don't think he has either.
I don't think he has. So
Nah.
maybe bounce back. You're playing in a dome, so that's always good. Yeah, I would go Worthy.
Let's see, Rashad White or Roshan Johnson from Carvalho.
Ooh. Okay, so the Bears report on Roshan Johnson is that he's going to get a little bit more playing time now as in the running in that backfield. Hasn't really played a whole lot this year, but I would probably still go Rashad White, even though he's banged up. Him and Bucky both banged up, but I would go Rashad White.
Yeah, I would go Rashad White because Swift's still the guy in Chicago. You need Roshan to score a touchdown, I think, to be really not relevant, but I haven't paid much attention to him, but I feel like
to see something from Roshan. He hasn't really played a lot yet this year.
Swift's still the guy, and like I would go with a starting running back first, unless you think the guy's going to vulture 2 touchdowns. I just don't see it happening.
Zalga Hout. Shakir, Ayuk, Chuba, Amari Cooper start 3. Everybody but Cooper.
Yeah. Let's see.
Shakir for sure start in
Shakir,
Buffalo.
Ayuk's been non-existent.
Ayuk's been non-existent.
He's
Had
done
some
with training camp
and
now.
Debo's coming back today. So
Debo's back today. There was drama at practice with Ayuk.
Jawan Jennings had a massive week last week.
I know, but he just wants to knock out one, and you said earlier Cooper. Nah.
Yeah, I guess
I
Gary
would
Cooper.
I would keep Cooper in personally. I would knock out Ayuk in that.
All right, Big Web and I disagree. That's okay. Kelsey or Gasecki? That's from Jay Slam. So interesting, real quick on Kelsey. Kelsey has been non-existent. There's a bet, and Nick, I know you know this guy, Matty Betts. You follow Matty Betts? He put out a bet today that I am tailing for. I only put $2 on it. He put $200 on it to win $200,000. 2 guys to score 2 touchdowns today each. Travis Kelsey, Bryce Hall. Brees Hall. Bryce Hall's the guy from TikTok, isn't he?
That's it? That pays all that money?
Bryce Hall doesn't play in the NFL. Brees
200
Hall
for $200K.
209. It's like 200 something to win 200K.
That's all? That's the
Oh wait,
criteria?
he put 2K on it.
Yeah.
Check on that, Nick. Check Twitter for me.
Yeah,
He posted
Matty
today.
probably put 2K on it. Let me check.
Anyway, it's just 2 bets. It's for Travis Kelsey to score 2 touchdowns, Brees Hall to score 2 touchdowns. That's it.
I'm on it. I got $2.
I did $2 to win like 140 or something. It was pretty good odds. But anyway, I saw that. Good luck to Matty Betts. I'm rooting for you. That'd be good.
Travis
think
Kelsey
Kelsey's gonna
needs-
have a day.
needs
I
to
really
get
do.
going.
All right.
So he definitely need to have that one in there. Yeah, $100 pays $600 for $100 bettors out there.
That's it? No way. He must have put
6 to 1. You're saying is all it is?
Oh no,
No.
this is sorry. That was just for a fantasy.
no. It's way higher than that.
Yeah. I don't know where the bet is.
I'll look it up while we talk about this next one here. Z Money on YouTube says, should I start Jordan Love or Herbert, or should I pick up Fields and drop Herbert? Wow. I love Justin Fields, dude. Why drop Herbert though? No, dude, he's good, and fuck all you guys. He's proven it this year. Russ is going to be the starter, and he's not going to do shit this year. Look at this guy.
He's talking about trading him off his team forever.
No, he's talking about trading Herbert off his team for Justin Fields. I would
for the year, right?
drop another running back or receiver. You probably got a ton. Like,
Keep
keep 3 of them.
He's going to be healthy here in a couple of weeks. Leave him alone.
Yeah, I wouldn't sell the boat on Herbert yet. I think he's going to find some rhythm here and continue doing what he does as a formidable fantasy. I think Justin Fields has more of a likelihood to take a step back. I think he's been a little bit overrated so far the year. Obviously, they're undefeated, but I think he's a little overrated still.
Let's see, a couple more, and then we'll go to Big Web's best bet of the week, and then build a Hail Mary parlay. Ahmed says Kelsey TD, Kittle TD, Mark Andrews TD. Nick, I like this guy. He's building a tight end touchdown parlay, and I fucking love it.
I don't hate it. I think that is those are guys that need to get in the end zone. Andrews hasn't found the end zone yet this year. Kelsey hasn't found the end zone yet this year. So yeah, I like it.
I like those top 2, but I wouldn't put Kittle in right now.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Oh, you got to put value. You got to find value.
So I found out. Maybe I read it wrong.
Put McBride in there for his value, my buddy.
McBride's out.
Is
he?
He?
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
Wow.
Nick, did you check that parlay? I think I know I saw $200,000.
Yes, it was plus 8,700. Maddie's got 2,273 on it to win $200,024.
2,000 on it. Sorry, not 200. He's got 2,000 on it.
He's got $2,273 on it, plus 8,700 odds to win $200,024. Kelsey 2 plus TDs is plus 1,500. Breece Hall 2 plus TDs is plus 450. Total odds on that are plus 8,700. Can't tell which book that's at.
I could see that.
On my handy dandy sportsbook app, plus 6,780, 100 pays 6,780.
Wow.
Yeah. So depending on where you can get it at, that one's at the guitar book.
Okay. The guitar book. Let's see. Wisconsin sports dude, Dolphins or Texans defense today?
Dolphins or Texans? I mean, you probably should play the Texans defense. Again, I said what I said already about the Jaguars, but yeah, I would probably play the Texans defense over the Dolphins.
Call Me Jam says, how do you feel about Emmanuel Wilson? Strong to quite strong? Big Web?
About the same.
Nick?
Emmanuel Wilson? Who the hell is that?
I don't know. You feel strong to quite strong, though, don't you?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Kevin says, sit one. Odunze, Tyreek, or Garrett Wilson? Ooh.
Tyreek, you had nobody throwing to him.
No, but you can't sit Tyreek. You got to sit Odunze out of those 3.
Yeah, Odunze, Keenan Allen's back today again. You're just hoping
you can't sit Tyreek Hill. You use the first-round pick.
Those 2 are
you can't
starting to get a connection.
No, but they have a new quarterback today instead of Thompson. It's the backup for the Ravens last year.
Huntley.
Yeah. He could throw a little bit.
I would trust Huntley to get a touchdown to Tyreek over Caleb Williams getting a touchdown.
Yeah, Odunze is always hit or miss. He's had one big week, and then other than that,
I think Odunze scored last week. So
yeah, I would sit Odunze. That's my
Allen
opinion.
being back. I feel like they need to get DJ Moore going a little bit. Like again, Cole Kmet's looked like a safety blanket for Caleb Williams, so doesn't have a lot of time to throw. I don't know if he hits that deep shot to Odunze.
He's not going to hit anybody.
Gigi says, missed most of your show for a first time, but that witch guy had the best robe on. Need the wand in the concoction, though. Serious note, praying for Helene victims. GGD in Florida is marked safe. Thanks. Yeah, shout out Gigi. She's been kind of updating us. She's in a little south of Tampa, St. Pete area, and they got wrecked by that hurricane. So, yeah, thoughts and prayers to everybody that's been dealing with that. That's been absolutely crazy. Have you seen? So Treasure Island's where we go to vacation.
Some videos
a lot.
down there.
Yeah, it's like
really
boats
sad.
flying across into houses, like really
Sand.
scary shit.
They showed a picture of a pool in Indian Rocks Beach, and it was all. The only thing that was there was that that handrail that goes down into the pool.
Yeah, sure.
It's the only thing you
Oh,
could
my
see.
God.
Everything else was sand everywhere.
Yeah.
But it's not just sand. You got drywall damage. You got flooding, and one of my friends told me last night that it smells all that fishy kind of shit. So yeah.
Everybody stay safe here in that area, and prayers out to you guys. That's crazy stuff. All right, 20 minutes till football. Yes, sir. So let's go ahead and get to Big Web's best bet of the week, and then we will build our $1 Hail Mary parlay, and then we'll get out of here. Big Web, what do you got for this week?
So what we did is we bought a 6.5-point teaser down. So Washington Commanders and Arizona Cardinals, like the way they both played last week. Offensively, we bought the 50 down to 43.5. The Chiefs are minus 7.5. We bought that down to a single point. And then the over also on a Seattle-Detroit game. I think I see a lot of scoring back and forth there. That is 46.5. We bought that down to 40, an even 40. And then the Philadelphia Eagles and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Eagles will get going on offense today, and it's bought down to 37.5. So Commanders over 43.5. Chiefs minus 1. Seahawks Detroit over 40, and Philadelphia Bucks over 37.5. So this transition week, doing the over-unders to make it happen, 100 pace 330.
I like that a lot, actually. I'm a fan of that. I like the over-unders. I think the concoction might change things.
Oh, my God.
And this is what's good is because, like, I disagree with a lot of picks you have. Not that I'm, like, red hot myself, but, like, I like that you go concoction week. You also go to over-under week. Like, you kind of see maybe we go totals instead.
Shake
Change
it up.
Got to shake it up. Love it. Or stirred. Shaken or stirred.
Shaken or stirred. Speaking of concoctions.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. That's good. All right, boys, let's go ahead and build our $1 Hail Mary parlay. So that's where I go to my handy-dandy sportsbook app, and we go through every single game on the slate this week, and we only pick money line. So, again, the good thing is we have 3 of us to pick, and we will vote, and obviously majority wins. We put together, I want you to put $1 on this, folks. No more, no less. $1 on this, and let's win one of these. We have not been fucking close. Just letting you know. Shocker.
We have?
No, we have not.
Okay.
All right, Bengals, Panthers. I like the Bengals.
Cincinnati.
And we're all on that one. Minus 230. It's not going to help the odds. Broncos, Jets. I like the Jets.
Jets.
Yeah, again, don't like the odds. Saints, Falcons. I like the Falcons.
I like the Saints.
I like the Falcons.
Wow, Falcons it is. Minnesota, Green Bay. I like the Vikings.
I like the Packers.
Wow. All right, Vikings it is. Jacksonville, Texans. I like the Texans.
Texans.
All right, we're going Texans. Pittsburgh, Indy. I like the Steelers.
I like the Colts.
Steelers.
Way too many favorites. We're so fucked. Rams, Bears. I like the Bears, I think.
I like the Bears.
Rams.
All right, Bears it is. Eagles, Bucks. I like the Bucks.
I like the Bucks.
Eagles.
Let's go. Bucks it is. Patriots, Niners. I like the Niners.
I also like the Niners.
I like the Niners.
This isn't going to pay anything. Commanders, Cardinals. I like the Commanders, actually.
That one's a tough one.
Commanders.
Let's go, Big Web.
I like the Cardinals.
Chiefs, Chargers. Oh, God.
Chiefs.
This is going to kill our parlay.
Moneyline.
Okay, I'll take the Chiefs. Fine. Who are we going to take, Nick? Just out of curiosity.
Yeah, Chiefs.
All right.
Chiefs is who I would take.
Browns, Raiders. I like the
Brownies.
I like the Raiders.
Browns. Sorry.
All right. Bills, Ravens. I like the Bills.
Baltimore.
It doesn't matter. Titans, Dolphins. I think I like the Dolphins with the new quarterback, Huntley.
Titans.
Okay, so I'm the decider here. I like the Dolphins. Take a shot on Huntley.
Let's go, Nick. And Lions, Seahawks. I like the Lions.
Seahawks.
Lions.
God bless. All right.
Got a hook there.
15-leg parlay. $1 pays $1,700. Ready?
Let's hit one of these.
Ready? Bengals, Jets, all money line. Bengals, Jets, Falcons, Vikings, Texans, Steelers, Bears, Bucks, Niners, Commanders, Chiefs, Browns, Bills, Dolphins, Lions. One more time. Bengals, Jets, Falcons, Vikings, Texans, Steelers, Bears, Buccaneers, 49ers, Commanders, Chiefs, Browns, Bills, Dolphins, Lions. You got all that?
Got it.
If you want to check it out, rewind on YouTube, and you can get the play. Put $1 on it. That's all we're doing.
Good.
And that's the show, but Nick's going to go get coffee real quick, and then we'll come back and say bye to him because we got to mention Sleeper Picks. And what you can do is you can go to Sleeper Picks right now and use promo code Weber, W-E-B-E-R. When you deposit, you get a deposit match up to $100. It's a lot of fun. A lot of props for you to pick from, more or less. Yards, more or less. Touchdowns, whatever it is. All you got to pick is more or less. That's all you need. More than, less than. Very simple. You can you can call it a parlay, but they don't call it a parlay. You can make an entry where you can add all these picks together, get 5 extra money, 10 extra money, 20 extra money. You can tail us. You can go completely against us, I would go against Big Web right now. No offense, Big Web.
No.
But I'm just saying, you can go to Sleeper Picks right now. You can go and use promo code Weber, WEBER, to get a deposit match up to $100. If you want to check out where the link is, you can go to just go to Sleeper, download it where you know the fantasy app is. There's a picks section. It's got a dollar sign on the bottom. Go to deposit and use promo code Weber, WEBER, and follow Sleeper Weber on Instagram and TikTok. Sleeper Weber on Instagram and TikTok for extra NFL content all season long. Check it out. Again, Sleeper Picks Weber, the promo code Big Web.
That's it. No, and Nick's drinking a shit ton of coffee lately.
A lot of coffee. Nick, welcome back from coffee. You want to wrap this one up, sir? Anything else you want to chat about?
No. I think it's gonna be a good week. Good week 4. Some of these players coming back from injury this week, so a lot of good storylines to watch. Hoping the Travis Kelce gets in the end zone. Sunday Night Football is gonna be a fantastic matchup to watch. Can't wait to watch Sunday Night Football. Bills and Ravens should be a fun one with Lamar and Josh Allen.
Big Web, any last thoughts?
I just want to thank Willie the Wizard. This guy traveled all over for me last week. Thank you. I feel good. I feel better. Thank you, Willie the Wizard. Thank you, listeners. Here we go.
Make sure you follow everywhere, WeberContent.com/from-the50. Check us out on YouTube. Check us out if you're on TikTok at the follow button. We're here every single Sunday from 10:30 a.m. CT all the way up until kickoff. For Zach Zook, for Ace, for Nick Yale, for Big Web, I'm TJ Weber saying so long. We'll see you guys next week. Good luck. Let's get some winners.